Well, it finally happened. I got it. 40 years. 40 years of never having poison ivy. Not that I can remember anyway, and I got it bad. Thursday, I think it was, I pulled some vines down off of my mom's house. And I saw on Friday that I had a little bit of a thought it was maybe a flea or, just something in the bushes, some bug in the bushes. And of course I scratch it. Let me know down in the comments if you've ever had poison ivy before. I actually went to the doctor today because it's starting to spread pretty good. And I was sweating pretty good up at Kings Island, and I was scratching, not thinking, I thought it was like a mosquito bite or something. And then Saturday night, I started realizing that it was starting to spread. And I'm like, this might be poison ivy or poison oak or something. So here we come Sunday, I was in misery. It was just all over, itching like crazy. I was using calamine lotion. I went to the doctor today and just to see if there was anything else I should do. And she basically told me everything that you can do, but you can't get rid of it. They didn't want to give me any kind of steroid shot or anything because they only want to do that if it's in your eyes or, anywhere around your face or anything like that. So she told me to just get the cortisone plus the calamine lotion and Benadryl. So basically, I don't know. Basically, if you get poison ivy, you're pretty much in it. She said it could last 2 to 3 weeks. So hopefully it's not too bad. It is starting to clear up some, but I did end up missing a video for today, which I'm a little sad because I've been on this great vlogging journey of putting something out here every day for you guys. Jess kept telling me to go to the doctor, and I finally wised up today and went to the doctor, and she basically told me everything, that I needed to hear, just basically the same stuff that I'm doing. Obviously, don't scratch it. Try not to sweat too much. He said, be around the AC if you can. Of course, Kings Island the other day, I was sweating like crazy, and oops. Give you guys a close-up shot of what it looks like there. It's all up and down my arm, pretty much everywhere. So yeah, I just wanted to do a follow-up video on why I missed one today. If you guys were waiting for it, I apologize. Sometimes you just got to take a little time to heal. Have you ever had it? What did you do? Do you have any advice? I've gotten a lot of different advice from a lot of different people, and I appreciate it all. I still wanted to check out the doctor. Jess really wanted me to go, and I after today, it does look like it's getting a little better. The main rash where it started here in my arm, I don't even want to touch it. She did tell me the only way that she would want to give me a steroid shot or something is if I had it in my eyes or anything like that. So I wasn't going to do anything. She told me to just use the cortisone cream, hydrocortisone mixed with the anti-camille, which is the same as, or calamine, which is calamine lotion basically. And it basically just helps with the itching. There's nothing I guess they can really do for it other than just don't scratch. I've been washing everything I own, from blankets to I've been washing the car down, the steering wheel, all that stuff, just making sure that I don't have it on something else, because the urushiol, however you say it, urushiol oil that is in poison ivy, and I think I got the worst kind, because they said the further you get down into the root of poison ivy, the more oils that are in it. And I had gloves on and everything, but I was ripping those vines off of the house, and it got in the spaces where I didn't have gloves. Thank goodness I don't have it on my hands or my face. I have a couple little spots on my leg, but she told me not to worry about that. Just put it in all the spots, put the cortisone in all the spots where the poison ivy is. She said it should start healing in a few days, but she said it probably won't completely go away for 2 to 3 weeks. And I'm like, man, 2 to 3 weeks. As long as it's gone before we go to Florida, I'm fine. You know, we leave for Florida in September, so I got a good month and a few weeks. So figured since I got it, we might as well talk about poison ivy a little bit. You don't really hear too much about it. I think this is actually the first time I've ever had it. And that could be just because it was such a concentrated oils in the vines that I was pulling off the house. And I went back because I was doing a lot of research, you know, like I was being a Google doctor. And sometimes that's not good to do. You know, I mean, it's good to look stuff up, do some research. But I did find out that the vines that I was pulling down, that was complete poison ivy. I looked at the leaves. I looked at the leaves at the top of some of the stuff I couldn't get. And of course, it's the leaves of 3, let it be. If I can give you any advice, if you have vines growing up your house, and they have those little tentacle things that grab onto the house, and you see leaves on them, leaves of 3, do not touch it, or this will happen to you. I should have known to check anyway, because my mom has poison ivy all over her backyard. I swear, I just want to put like gasoline on it and light a match. But something else that I found out is that even if poison ivy is dead, even if you've killed it, or if you've ripped it out of the ground or whatever, even the dead plant, the oils can survive in poison ivy for 3 to 5 years. So even if it's a dead poison ivy plant, man, make sure you wear gloves, long clothes. Next time I do it, if I ever do it again, I'm wearing a hazmat suit. All these years playing in the grass, camping, I've camped in areas that were completely surrounded with poison ivy. I really, honestly, I mean, I know that I was pulling the vines down and everything, but I just can't believe, I used to think that I wasn't allergic to it. Now, I've never purposely just jumped in it or anything, but I never really knew that this is what it was. I was glad to confirm it with the doctor that I saw today, that it is poison ivy and nothing else. So that's a relief. And because she asked me, you know, of course, doctor asked, well, what did you do? Well, I pulled some vines down, and she said, did it have leaves of 3? And I'm like, yeah. You wonder sometimes, like, how it spreads. The one thing I can tell you is that there's a couple things. One, you don't want to sleep on your side. She actually said that to me too. My brother, I was talking to him about it, and he said, don't sleep on your side. And the reason for that is because when you sleep on your side, your arm will get real warm under your side, and you'll just wake up scratching. Sure enough, the first day that I fell asleep, didn't know about it. I had no clue, never had it before. I was scratching it like crazy when I woke up. That's how that happened. I actually got a feel on my arm here too. I showed the doctor that, and she said, well, you know, that's probably from where I had it, because, you know, it can actually get in your fingernails too. So, and what probably happened is I was rubbing this arm or scratched it, or it got on clothing. And yeah, it just, man, it's ruthless. Have you ever had poison ivy before? Have you had poison oak? Do you have any advice for me? I'd like to get rid of this as fast as I can. The doctor pretty much said that there's not too much I can do about it. She said that I can do things to stop the itch. She told me to make sure that I put the calamine on right before I go to bed. That way it lasts all night and stuff. I've had some people tell me not to even sleep in a bed, sleep in a recliner or a big chair, because you kind of want to sit up, you know, so that you're not rolling around and rubbing it all over the place. Now, me and Jess, we've cleaned the whole place. I'm actually using different sheets and blankets, so, you know, but I did last night. It really started to itch real bad, and I'm like gritting my teeth, and I go in the bathroom and I just take. Oh yeah, they also say use Dial soap if you're gonna wash with anything. Dial soap. Didn't really want to go out and do much today. It's starting to get a little better, but I'm going to give it another day here or so before I go adventuring out. I'm going to go soak in a tub of baking soda. I'm just kidding. But I have heard that you could take a baking soda bath and it will help with the itching. It's funny, it seems like everything just helps with the itching. Nothing seems to really get rid of it. You just have to wait it out. Don't scratch. It's going to itch like crazy, and do what you can to just keep sane. We love doing these daily vlogs. I'm going to keep it up. If I miss a day here and there, there's probably a pretty good reason for it. Maybe I got poison oak. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you're new to the channel and you like what you see, give us a like. Don't forget to subscribe down below. And with all that being said, I am out. And always remember, the adventure is out there.